Hello, my name is Michael Chaze, and I'm glad to share with you a little bit about what has been on my heart, the times we are living in, and how we can suitably fit in them. And my inspiration comes from things that have been developing and we have been following online about the days we are living in and how we seem not to be alone any longer. And I will explain that a little bit in a short while. I feel like the scriptures that are fully blazing with life are the scriptures in Matthew chapter 24 and verse 36, where the Lord himself said these words, "Now concerning the days and the hours, no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, nor the Son, but the Father only. But for us were the days of Noah, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. In those days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day when Noah entered the ark." I feel like the days of Noah are back, and I think that's what the Lord himself prophesied to us. As people who study the Bible, we know that the Bible wasn't written to us, this generation, but for us, meaning that context will always be king if we are to understand what the scriptures are saying about our times. Now, the Lord himself said that as it was in the days of Noah, meaning there is apparently a coming repeat. He was prophesying a repeat setting, a repeat order of what took place in the days of Noah. And he said, so as it was in the days of Noah, so it shall be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. And he outlined mainly three things, but I will outline a little bit more than three things that were happening in the days of Noah. As he has properly put it, he has said that in the days of Noah, they were marrying and being given to marriage. That centers around relationships and sexuality. The days of Noah were generally charged with different forms of sexuality, as I'll be explaining in a little bit. Number two, there was indulgence, eating and drinking. Merry time was also abundant. A life feast kind of lifestyle. People were indulging in eating, drinking, and having merry. And also the same days are capitalized by the spirit of violence and bloodshed. There was violence and bloodshed, as Genesis chapter 6 verse 11 shows. But again, it was a time of vanity. There was vanity and extra attention to appearance. And number five, there was spiritual blindness. People were not heeding to the voice of God, even with a very charismatic preacher, Noah, who was doing a preaching of righteousness. His message wasn't welcome. Also characterized, again in a short submission of the days of Noah in chapter 6, we do not see definite leadership spiritually and physically until Noah appears. There is no political leadership which is clear, and there is no spiritual leadership structurally to govern and lead the people of God. So I'm bringing out three things that were capitalizing the days of Noah. Because remember, once again, Matthew 24, verse 38, it says that as it was in the days of Noah. So for us who wait eagerly for the returning of Christ, we want to see what were the characteristics that were important for us to focus on that may be duplicating the days of Noah. 1, corruption in the area of relationship, marriage, and sexuality. 2, indulgence, that is appetite, eating, drinking, and enjoying merry times. Number 3, violence and bloodshed, even as it is in Genesis chapter 6, verse 11, showing us increased levels of violence. And number 4, there is vanity and indulgence, too much merrymaking, too much partying connected to the things of this world. Then spiritual blindness, not being awakened or heeding to the things of God in their times. There is also leadership failure, which shows there was no clear, strong leadership spiritually, neither was there leadership politically in a massive atmosphere which was being overtaken by spiritual inclusion. So when I look at the times we are living in, I see that all the 6 things I've outlined as were plaguing the generation of Noah are here with us. And in my next submission, I'm going to dig deeper into Genesis chapter 6. God bless you.